Hey everybody, welcome back. We took a little break from 57. Now we're going on to episode number 58. Um, Thank you again, Elijah. Um, I'm still kind of stuck on this coaching thing and the effects it has on the players. And I know it's all about the money.
The model of coaching when we were going along is a whole lot different now because you got to remember if you're getting paid, you got to deliver. But you remember in our day, if you couldn't make the club in the tub. If you were injured, they'd stop talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Nowadays, you're getting paid, and you ain't producing. Now you got to go to the portal. You need to go into the portal.
Move on. Right?
Yeah, move on.
And who's guiding this process, the portal process? I mean, who helps these young men and women? If there's women involved, I don't know.
Think about the Boone Pickens. You know who Boone Pickens is?
Mm-hmm.
He's Oklahoma State, and there's a guy, Texas Tech. He's a billionaire, so he's calling shots. He's supporting all the athletic program. You know what I'm saying? His money goes into it, so he can say what he can say.
What's in it for him?
Should he making money?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's making money, man.
I'm just asking the obvious. Yeah,
he's making money, and all of us cronies are making money.
I remember that I told you a while, back in March, and I had that conversation with Brad about the March Madness and how it used to be in the day. You could have upsets, you could have teams come, and that's just he believes that's kind of bygone.
It's gone. It's gone.
Because these schools can pay this big money to get these,
you get to the Final Four,
get these big players, get to the Final Four, and so the Final Four will always be big end,
big end money. And I mean, the whole March Madness is about money. There might be some upsets somewhere along the line, but is it? If you notice, they're touching, kicking, fouling. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So we started off number 57 about the youth, and again, let's not forget that these are young,
20 years old,
18, 19, 20-ish, 21 maybe a little bit older here or there.
Yeah.
They're still learning. They're still developing. Yeah. They're still finding themselves. So what messaging are we passing on to these?
Okay, think about this. When we was playing football in high school and in college, in high school particularly, there was no passing league. Passing league was on the evening, right? The passing league is an international thing. Okay, basketball, they got the AAU thing. These guys are in 8th grade. They're projected. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Because I mean, we dabbled in that. We never had any aces. We had some kids that like to play, and we got occasionally into one of those, and we saw how what we were going against. But
these guys are paying $500.
That was 20 years ago. So how's it changed even more?
Okay, they're paying. These guys are paying on the travel teams. They're paying $500 a month to be on the travel team.
Yeah,
bypassing Little League. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even some cases they even bypassing.
Are there sponsors for these kids? I'm talking young kids that are bypassing.
Their parents.
The parents are writing the checks.
You hear what I'm saying?
But it's still got to be parents that got to have the funds, right? They got to have the money.
And who are the ones that have the funds?
The rich people, right?
Rich who people?
White people.
Rich what?
White people.
Okay. the black folks have to do the fundraisers.
Sell the cakes.
Huh? Yeah, sell the cakes. White folks just write the checks. And my boy better play.
Whether he can or not.
That's right. There you go.
I wrote the check. Huh?
I wrote the check.
Well, again, this goes right back to what we were talking about, and the development of character, the development, And
You
again,
remember back in the 50s? You ever heard of Ronnie Knox?
yeah,
You know who that? And he back in the day. He was a UCLA whistle stick guy.
yeah,
His daddy was calling the shots, and he wasn't with the damn. Okay,
that was the exception, not the rule. Is that the
back
rule
back,
now?
back in those days, and we got a guy from San Diego went up to using Vernon Ragsdale. The Ragsdale mortuary is still down there in San Diego?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but back in my day, his family was in San Diego was a mortuary, Ragsdale mortuary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is there any place in this arena for the really gifted athlete that doesn't necessarily have all the resources, but can find a place on a squad somewhere?
If he's not in the system,
doesn't matter how good he is.
there you go.
All right.
If he hasn't gone through the passing league and hit all the marks, okay, he ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about Ohio State. They get all these receivers. All these guys have been marked for.
I mean, there's at least a dozen, or I mean, a half a dozen top NFL receivers that have come out of Ohio State.
Ohio State, LSU.
LSU.
Okay, you got what I'm saying?
Yeah. Alabama.
Okay, Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and then they all. Just think about this. Everybody talks about Jalen Hurts, even though think about this. He's been out of college 5 years. He's made it to the playoffs. Every year
I was going to say every year, right?
Every year, and he went to the Super Bowl twice in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm thinking, and they talk about him. He's not a quarterback. Okay, they talk about the guy from Buffalo Bills guy.
What's the story on him?
Well, he's big stud white boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's out of Wyoming, right?
Yeah, out of Wyoming. He's a big stud white boy. Okay, he can throw the ball, run the ball.
Yeah.
But he can't win the game.
But he keeps there.
He
got the MVP.
Well, he's gonna keep on. Think about it. Come on, Larry. Say it, Larry. As long as they think he's okay, he's gonna be what?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now who's they? Who we talking about?
White folks. The white folks. Okay. The two best quarterbacks in terms of being successful or what? The two black guys, Mahomes and Hurts.
Right.
Okay. Mahomes been there the playoff, been to the big game. He's been to the Super Bowl 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
He's won it 3 times.
Mm-hmm. 30 years old.
Yeah. Okay. And Hurts has been there 2 times. 1-1. Okay. What about Tagovailoa? How many times has he been there? Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, that's why I always like to talk to you about that, because your perspective and your
think about what they
see the big picture.
Think about what they did to George Sanders. Okay, I mean,
tell me what that story. What I don't really know exactly.
What it is that they don't. They use all the euphemisms that they say, but what they didn't want to do is that this kid can think. See, he's not a Lamar Jackson. You got what I'm saying? He's already made more money than most of the rookie quarterbacks, because he's got business. Okay, he's made $100 million contract with Nike.
Is he getting the shuffle because of
his
dad?
Yeah.
Like Deion.
Yeah.
Showtime.
We're gonna show you who's in charge.
So so they're punishing the kid.
Yeah, and Deanna hadn't said a word. Okay, and they kicked his other son. They kicked him out. They kicked him out the league. Okay, but this is how this. It's just like when I was growing up. Very few people knew who my father was. Now, I never did tell anybody what my father did in terms of his athletic prowess, because what happens is that people think of you differently, or you think you're somebody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, even though they said they wanted to, they named the street and said they go after my father, but it's not. They misspelled his name. Okay.
Accidentally, right?
No, on
No,
purpose.
no, I know.
On purpose.
Again,
We're
stating the obvious.
Stay in your place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're still in charge, right?
Uh huh.
And those are the messaging that is that's nothing new, right? That's not like the new age that we're in now.
It's just like you know, and my daughters in each one of the fields, they're very successful because they do the job. They do the job, and they don't dress like hoochie mamas and stuff like that. They dress professional, and they know their craft.
Well, yeah, they're judged by the character of their skills and the character of who they are, and they know
My
right
girl,
from wrong.
She has her own counseling business, and she goes around the world.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to Canada to speak and stuff like that. But I'm thankful that I didn't, with raising them, I did not take the negative approach.
Being what?
You're black. You better, we never talked about it. I never did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just told them that as long as you get educated and do your job, but also from behind, I was always able to push them to win a network. See, I was able to network.
Yeah. Well, your wisdom played into it, I think. Very importantly, your background and your experience. You were able to kind of really mentor them, and now, like you said, it was old as 3
There was a young Brenda used to say, "Why are you doing Little League?" Well, I was the only black guy out there. I want them to know who my children are. Okay, I want them to know that I'm a good person. Okay, no matter what you think of black folks, I'm okay. Okay. That's you coach your kids and whatever. You never had no trouble, did you?
No.
Okay. Nobody ever check your ability to be doing whatever it was.
No. I mean, our community was a new community. We were up and coming. It's changed. I mean, now that I'm a little bit involved with helping Brad a little bit. The organization is changed, not necessarily for the bad. It's just different.
You have a more diverse society.
Well, yeah, there's much more diverse than when we moved out there. There's no question about that. I mean, I watch the kids come out of school. I pick up my kids, and there's plenty of diversity. I mean, I'm sure if you were to really do a head count, it's more white than others. But
see, the thing about it is, the white folks always feel that there's a reason why they ain't getting a job, but they don't factor in they may not have the education. They may not have the skills. See, the days of them just having a job. You remember when we used to do the probation thing? We used to have the test.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think they stopped doing the test?
Which test was that again?
When we try to be probation officers on the county.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or working for the probation department. And why did they start doing the test? Because the white guys couldn't score high enough. So they had to rearrange it
Yeah.
to 2 years in college or whatever. Because why? Because those are the guys that went to college. You know what I'm saying? But then, the thing about it is this: when we were student teachers, I mean, or teachers at juvenile hall, okay, how many black guys did you see go through juvenile hall? I told them all when I first went to the county that you get your teacher's credential together, and they said no, right?
Yeah.
But then when the white guys figured out what I was doing, guess what? How many white guys they were working at juvenile hall became substitute teachers? They pay attention. See, it's all about knowledge and information.
Yeah.
Again, I said, hey, if you got your emergency credential, this is how you do it. No. It's okay. And then you got mad, and we all got mad because they realized how much money I was making. Okay?
Well, that's one thing I think I always listen. I try to watch the right thing, all the right steps.
Well, I listen, I pay attention. It's just like when they said, well, I asked them, why should I take a 210 contract instead of 198 contract? He said, well, you make $2,000 more. So they cut 10 days off of vacation, which is fine.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we've always stayed. We're doing number 58 episode, and we try to stay true. Stay true to the title of our podcast, which is Search for Truth.
Yeah.
So our discussions and conversations are just
About truth as it is. And it's not nothing, it's not my truth. Okay, I'm just talking about what things are happening that I see. Not that I'm trying to set the world on fire. But from my experience in life, these are the truths that I see.
well. That's why I try to listen carefully to what you say because I know you're paying attention, more than I am. So you help me kind of see things that I might have missed. Well, just the way things are, like I said, the way the things play out, the way the world is.
It's just like you remember when they used to have the teacher of the year in that department? When the white folks made teacher of the year, they got a $10,000 bonus. When the black folks made teacher of the year, they got a piece of paper. Okay? You get what I'm saying?
Well, you've mentioned it many times. I mean, you had a long, illustrious career in Orange County, of all counties.
And the thing that was to my benefit was that I wasn't looking for anybody to pat me on the back. I got a paycheck once a month. That was enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what as long as they paid me doing what I was doing. I could take care of my family. I didn't need no awards. I didn't need none of that crap. And this is also what hurts. They could not understand why I was different than the rest of the black folks. They said the same old. Well, he don't go to work and he don't do this. He's loud. All those things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all those things and I didn't pay attention to it. I just kept on going about doing what I'm doing. But those are like when I say to you, Larry, did you pay attention to how they treated me, and then what was making them what made them upset was that I wasn't playing the game.
Yeah.
I was not playing the game with them. and they didn't know what to do. They couldn't say that I was, I was messing with white women or whatever.
Yeah.
And all the things that they usually catch all things.
Yeah.
Okay, but now, uh, life is something, and it ain't changed. It ain't. I'm 81 years old, and believe me, this is a tough time. This is even tougher than back in Jim Crow days.
Really.
Oh yeah, because see, they don't care no more. Your rights, you got no rights. You're a black man or you're Latino. It's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't give me no go. And that's crazy.
Well, we speak of the truth, and the truth is this is Thursday, and this is the day they pick up the trash. So it's always part of the podcast.
Always,
Some
same
things
time.
never change, and never.
Yeah.
The more things change, the more they're the same.
They say the
There's
same.
some truth to that saying.
Yep.
Well, what is a post a post Trump era look like? I mean, where are the pieces?
Oh, it's gonna be chaotic.
More so than it is already.
Because those people, you gotta think about this. All those people that were bending the knee, where they gonna end up at? Who's gonna trust them? You got what I'm.
That's a good question. How do you get the trust?
Well,
If you're a political leader, an aspiring leader,
especially if you're a Republican, who's gonna believe what you say? Because people the man lies every day.
but as long as the media feeds it,
Yeah, you got Fox News, and they're starting to get disgusted with. They're starting to get disgusted because he lied so much they can't cover it.
can't cover it. Huh? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And everything he's doing is making money for himself. Not for me and you.
So the corruption is corrupt.
Yeah. Like I told you way back when I told you Russia's been bankrolling him since 2015, and that's why he's so pro Russia. That's where he got his money because he was broke.
Not anymore though.
Huh.
Well, we've spent the last two.
See, he surrounded himself with what? All the millionaires, all the billionaires, and he's doing their bidding. And they give him a kickback.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah.
Well, we started the last two episodes we've been talking about a lot about the youth, the young.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is how do we prepare them?
Well, because they don't see it. They don't see how it's connected. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my piece of. I'm gonna get my thing. I'm gonna go and get my chains, and I'm gonna do blah 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 blah. But you can only do that for how long? Can you do it for 50 years?
Can it sustain itself?
Can you retire? You get what I'm saying? When you're 35, what you gonna do?
When the bottom falls out?
Yeah, all the way out. Okay, if you don't have if you don't have if you're not working for the state, the city, or the county, okay, it's gonna be tough unless you have your own business. But where's the minority gonna get the capital for their own business. The white guys are even taking the small business loans because they get the Mexicans in there, sign off for them, and then boom. Okay? You got what I'm saying? So, how many black businesses have you seen in your life?
Not very many, no.
Yeah. Okay.
There's one out there in our community that thrives, but
What is it?
it's a barbecue place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be others, but that one.
I mean, besides
they're an established.
But besides
piece.
barbecue, what else is there? Is there a lawyer, doctor? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a glass replacement business? Is there child care business? You get what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying.
We did it. We just got new carpet, and it's a family-owned
carpet deck.
Latino owned. The father, son, and his son, and the father's like 65, the son's about 45, and the kid's about 20, and they're doing a good business. They're doing, and this was a referral from a friend of mine. And it's a small business.
As long as nobody decides that they're doing too well.
Yeah, they give them a check.
Mm-hmm. See, in history says every time black folks had their own community, the white folks would burn it up because they were doing well when the other folks were not doing well. You see,
so they want to
destroy it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up number 58.
58.
So we're going to do another one here. Take a little break. Come back and talk. Well, let's continue to talk about that business, the success of a business, and how it becomes a threat to the status quo. Okay. So anyway,
peace out.
Peace out, and thank you all for watching.
Those of you that are out there listening, subscribe to our page so that you can get the notifications of when we're going to record again.